Hello everybody, Average Gamer here. Welcome back to another episode of Supreme Ruler Ultimate. As a militant Australia. So, we are doing our preparations here. We're sending what units we have in reserve. We got our 2 amphibious assault groups ready to go. Plans are multifold. What I want to do firstly is send both of you back. I'm going to cancel out the orders of the aircraft. Perfect. Now, what we're going to do is very, very simple. I'm going to order our Mercators out. Now, each one is going to get a 2 Banshee escort. Stage 1 of this conflict will be an air assault. So, I'm actually going to do a dry run of this air assault. You're going to do now an air patrol like that. And the dry run is actually going to be on their country. So here's the plan. Amphibious Group 1 and 2. First one comes in right here and lands. With support from these warships, which are now going to be repositioned over here. First group is going to land over here. Second group is going to land here. Plan is for this one to push up towards these towns. The other one, which is going to be around here somewhere, is going to push towards the Ban Dung army base. Aircraft from our first fleet will actually, and we're actually going to move to the Hermes, the Melbourne battle group, into a more scary position. There we go. So the plan is, now that I'm going to try and get the ground units in place here, we're going to set up the surface action group. We're going to basically split the SAG in half. I'm also going to actually... Nope. I got some ground troops here to throw into reserve. Alright. So the plan is... Nobody else, right? Good. So the plan will be, now that everyone's been kind of positioned properly, this surface action group is going to be split up like so. 3, 4. It's going to be split in half. These warships are going to go in first in support of the other group. Now I'm actually going to move this carrier further east a little bit. So this carrier group is actually to act almost like a decoy. While the 2 surface action groups and our invasion force actually make their move. Yeah, okay. So this surface action group is going to land right here. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Any aircraft that they come across that's going to attack them is going to be supported by HMAS Sydney. I was going to say HMCS. The Vengeance is going to support the 2nd amphibious battle group, or the 2nd amphibious assault, which will then also be supported by this half of the surface action group. So this one's, I'm going to move this support, are going to go here. These ones are going to go here. So that should leave just one position, free between the two of them. Plan is then, as these aircraft carriers here both support anyone attacking, They're basically going to just go to patrol there, and this one's going to patrol here, and that's it. They're just going to be in this region. The HMAS Melbourne, and all aircraft at quote-unquote the settlement, they're all going to make airstrikes on this Air Force base. We're actually going to move the Melbourne a little further east, actually. We're going to place it right here. There we go. It's going to launch its aircraft first, so the aircraft land and end up at the Bandung Air Base. Just as these guys retreat, these guys here should theoretically land on target. Now, because we told our aircraft that we actually can and are willing to violate their airspace, we're actually going to start with a quick little practice. So, these guys are going to be told just to go here. Nothing else, nothing special. These guys are going to come right to here. So now that's their 2 cover spots. There and there. So we have our 2 cover spots done. Then, as that happens, airstrike. And airstrike. So we're going to put this onto normal speed, and you'll see what's going to happen. They move in. These guys hit. These guys come in. Boom. We now have full air supremacy over the area associated with our amphibious assault. Theoretically, we should run into no problems. Our main concern here is the fact that we don't, at this current juncture, have a port. There is no port on the southern side of this island other than... Oh, actually, there's only one port, sorry. It's all the way in the far eastern part here. It's too far away for us really to utilize. Now, this is plan number 1. Currently, the plan. Plan number 2. Oh, did I accidentally order... Yeah, I accidentally ordered his aircraft. Cancel out your plans, and you guys can all go back to your Air Force bases. Okay, so yet again... Okay. Why do we have extra aircraft now going? Oh, because we have extra aircraft coming to these air bases or this aircraft carriers because we don't actually have the coverage for them. That's no big deal. You're actually going to escort that guy anyways. You two are to escort him. Like how you zoom in, it actually feels like they're above where they should be. Anyways, so that's plan number 1. Plan number 2 is actually doing an amphibious assault on the Surabaya Naval Facility as to where we actually land here and push up towards the naval facility and capture it. And then support it with troops coming in and all that stuff. Problem there is that we have to secure this location here, which classifies as a wide river, right? Yep. And then we have to support this right here. Then on top of that, the enemy can come in this way or even this way with naval ships and cut us off. So this way, yeah, we don't have the naval facility. Or the sorry, the port. Yeah, we don't. Theoretically, how much is a Matilda weigh? 1,117 tons. Okay. I may have... Yeah, you can take 262 tons. You can only do infantry, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we can do a lot of infantry. So our Globe Masters are going to come in after the fact and drop a ridiculous amount of infantry. Their job... see, now, there is two things, right? There's an Air Force base there and an Air Force base there. One will hold and secure this Air Force base while it brings in and drops infantry. The other amphibious group is actually going to head this way and get reserves. Or have both of them just push up this way and keep fingers crossed that we can transfer and bring in enough infantry units to push and capture Jakarta, the capital. It's pretty much the situation we're sitting at now. The plan is to live stream this. So, right now, I mean, we are in a situation where I think, with the ideas I have now, I'm actually contemplating going this way and shifting everything further east. A, we're further away from all this, and B, there's these two Air Force bases that we can drop in aircraft, or drop in infantry in support, and then there's the naval facility that we can bring in the armor. And actually, you know what? That's exactly what we're going to do. One marker is going to go there. The other one's going to go there. What is this guy doing? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, how about all you guys go back to base here for a second. Alright, so Mercator number 1. You're going there. And number 2 is going to go there. No. 1, 2, escort. 1, 2, escorts. You're going to do an air patrol to there. You're going to do an air patrol to there. Alright, so I think we're actually going to do the other idea. So we're going to bring one carrier in. That one over here. Bring this one. I mean, I can go all the way around. Put it like over here. But I'm a little nervous I'll make it too easy for them to hit. Cool. You know what? I think actually this is going to be the plan. Because right now this just kind of feels better. We're going to have the 2 air bases to bring in stuff. That also means we can bring up fighter aircraft and tactical fighters. Or tactical bombers to actually do some damage. Caravan. Do we have any of you guys in reserve yet? Oh, we do. We have 2 of them. Perfect. 2 Canberras already ready to go. I'm going to put those guys there for the moment. And the question is, do these guys have the range to hit anything over here? Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's going to be real good. Okay. And if I use them at this Air Force base, it's even better. Okay, so I think that's the plan that's going to come through. We're actually going to land our forces here. So, unlike the previous plan, here's the 3 carrier groups. This one's going to go further east. Another research breakthrough. Perfect. So, here's going to be the plan. And we're going to pause here. No, we're not. We're going to pause now. Trying to get those enemy these aircraft out of the way. So, you're actually going to go there and help. You're going to go there. That's a little bit better. So this is what's going to happen. These are the 2 air bases we want to capture near the beginning. That's the naval facility we want to capture near the end of this whole thing. So, plan number 1. This aircraft carrier with its battle group is going to try and hold this area over here. It's going to move in and hold like kind of this position. This carrier, the HMS Sydney, I'm actually going to move it over there. The Melbourne. The Sydney, so we got the, what was it? We got the Sydney and the Vengeance. So the Vengeance is going to try and hold this area. The Sydney is going to come up and try to hold here. And then the Melbourne, or the Melbourne, is going to just sit off the coast here and do strikes this way. Aircraft from this island are going to come in, and they're going to hit as many targets as they can, as often as they can. Modern clothing. Interesting. The surface action group will obviously support as before. This group here is going to land just south of this. Can I land there? Nope. They're going to land right there. Got rain, close combat zone, no big deal. These guys are going to land right here on the highway, literally. And these guys are going to move up, hit this airbase. These guys are going to take this airbase. And then our Glow Masters, which will be based over here, will start bringing in the strikes. Now, also what will happen with this, each of those air bases is going to get 2 Banshees, or actually a few Banshees and a bunch of fighters. And what's going on here? You have a non-your group aircraft. Aircraft. Cancel. No. Neither of you are part of the 3rd fleet. The 1st fleet. Second fleet. 3rd. First fleet is that one there. I get the worst luck when it comes to aircraft in this thing. What is... Oh, is 3rd fleet out of range? No, 3rd fleet's first. For gosh sakes. Plan change. You're going there. So are you. You two, you, and you. None of you are part of groups. You're all part of the other ones. There you go. Okay, so both of you are part of the first fleet, which is this one. Both of you are not. You go back. I'm sitting there shaking my head right now. There's 8 right now here. And 8. Okay. Well, I'm just going to shake my head. Snotty derision. Looks like the UN finally caught up with their payments to us. All right, so in the live stream tomorrow, Friday, at around 6 o'clock-ish Eastern Standard, we start our invasion of Indonesia. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.